Did we talk about Anthem crashing PS4s?
We brought it
briefly.
up.
That's not good.
It's crashing some people saying it's bricking it. And now you can, if you bought the game digitally, you can get a refund from the PlayStation Store.
Oh, because some CAG just wrote in and said that wasn't the case, that he was denied twice.
Oh, okay.
He literally just wrote.
I read an article about it today on some website. I want to say, I forget which one.
Well, at 7:41 p.m. tonight, I got an email with the subject Anthem (hot garbage) from Steve. And he said, I asked Sony for a refund and was denied twice. Am I being unreasonable asking for them to refund me for something that obviously doesn't work correctly and could possibly damage my system's hard drive? I paid $65 for software that works in 5-minute increments before locking up.
I think you should Google it to find out what it was. I want to say it might have been like geek.com or one of those. But
oh.
I literally read about it today.
Well, they said that it's sort of damaging the database on the PlayStation 4s, and that's what's causing it to lock up. And you can, if you can boot it into safe mode and then repair the database.
Sweet.
Then sweet.
That is not good at all.
It's a pretty sweet solution.
Ugh. Oh, come on, EA. Come on, BioWare. It's I feel so bad. They remember when they were making games that they wanted people like me to play? That was their whole thing.
Here's what I don't understand.
Yes. And it was successful.
Would it have been such a stretch? I understand that EA wanted to make a Destiny type of game, games as a service. Mm-hmm. All the good things that come with that, with the season passes and the
doodads and the
never-ending money coming in. They had Mass Effect, right? Yes. They had that successful property. Okay, the third game didn't meet expectations.
You mean the fourth game?
The third game met expectations.
Right. The fourth game, the final game, okay.
It didn't stick the landing, but it met expectations.
Right. You got to the end and that kind of sucked at the ending, but that was still a fantastic game.
That game is excellent, yes.
I don't understand why that had to be thrown in the garbage can and they had to come up with some generic type situation when you have this the whole universe that people love, and people love the game still. Just okay, like you said, they didn't stick the landing. Why do we have to start what basically seems to be mostly generic? It's the only thing I've heard about.
It's got the same naming conventions of Destiny. They've just picked nouns for things.
Yeah, that's why? They've already built the worlds with Mass Effect.
And it seems like the world of Mass Effect when you're playing it.
And you can decorate your guy to look like Shepard.
I mean, people would be just as pissed if not more so, if this was called Mass Effect.
I think so too.
So.
Oh, but I think the game development would have gone in a much different direction if it was a Mass Effect game. I think when you're starting from, a blank slate, really what they're starting from is a template of Destiny, right? And just saying, okay, what can we put in this box? Oh, flying. Okay, we're Iron Man now. What about this?
That stuff's all fine. That's the fine stuff, though.
Yeah, the flying is
Well, I know.
fine.
The flying's the best part, I'm sure.
From the little I've played, there's not much meat there. There's no reason for it to be an online multiplayer game. This could have been a single player, straight ahead action game, and it would have been the same game.
You can play it that way, right?
You can, but it's not. I don't know. I guess you can. Mm-hmm. But I don't think it's what they want you to do. I don't think that was the goal of this game.
They'd like anybody to play it.
At this point, yes. But I don't think it wasn't designed to be a solitary experience.
No.
So, but there's no reason for it not to have been a solitary experience. And then they built this solitary experience hub world, but that's just kind of slow and plotting. And then if you want to change your weapons, you have to sit through a loading screen. And then when you are done changing your weapons, you have to sit through another loading screen. And then you get to go to your whatever your power suit, and then you have to sit through another loading screen. And
I
then
thought you
go
said
to
you
a
liked
map,
BioWare games.
and then you decide where you want to go.
This is
and
their
then you have
MO.
to sit through another loading screen. This is my complaint about Andromeda too.
That's every BioWare game.
Actually, it isn't, because the Dragon Age game, Dragon Age Inquisition, though that was the last one, right?
Mm-hmm.
That does a good job of dropping you into fewer loading screens and more bigger spaces.
Yes, that is their open world.
Yeah. So it's very weirdly designed. There's a lot of things in there that don't seem to have much purpose as far as, the basics.
I don't know.
And it's because they wanted a game.
You haven't played. None of us have played enough of it to say for sure.
And yet I feel like I have.
The problem is the people who bought the game and who want to play it don't seem to be able to play enough of it because it doesn't work.
It's a problem.
That's a big problem. I saw Michael Pachter said something about Anthem that I thought was interesting. He said that because it's primarily a flying game, I have no idea if this is true or not, but he said, I know it's a flying game, that part is true. But playing on PC with mouse and keyboard isn't really that desirable, because I know for myself, when I play on PC, I can deal with first-person shooters, but I don't really want to be flying vehicles with mouse and keyboard. So he's suggesting it's not going to become as popular as a game like Destiny would be, because just keep mouse and keyboard controls. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but I thought it was interesting.
I don't think that
interesting
game's popular.
insight.
I don't think that game's popular on any platform.
Yeah.
So, wah wah.